Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're about to get started. All right, Joe. Hey, check this out. Linda Joseph is down 10 pounds for the week. Great job. Great job. Getting back going, rocking and rolling. All right, y'all, we'll get started. This is our FastTrack class. This is lesson 4 of the week. Every week, unless otherwise noted, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m., we go through FastTrack. We teach the system. You have the pre-recorded classes. You can go through those. And then Friday, we take the test, pass test, earn our FastTrack badge. That system has helped people lose millions of pounds and inches. Everything you need comes from your local grocery store. There's a workbook. And then I do all these live classes during the week to help support your efforts to kind of fill in the information. The FastTrack pre-records do a good job of teaching the program, but we try to shed extra light to why we teach what we teach. And we start a new round each and every Monday. So bring some folks with you. Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. There, you don't even have to become a member if you don't want to become a member to learn the FastTrack system. You can just go to myshibboleth.com and you can watch it right there on the home page, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. All right, y'all, we'll get started. This is lesson 4. Lesson 1, every Monday we talk about the why. It doesn't do us any good to learn this stuff if we're not going to use it. What causes us to use the tool? Number 1, you got to have some sort of desire. You got to have a desire to want to do this. And then after the desire, you have to have determination. No determination, you're not going to be successful. Determination is making a decision and sticking to it. That seems to be the hardest thing to do as it relates to the diet culture. You're exposed to innumerable so-called ways to lose weight. Anytime you feel stuck, we're jumping ship typically. So we want to find a lifestyle that's practical, sustainable, and fun. We want to determine ourselves to live by it on a daily basis. This program works one day at a time. Our days are either perfect days or some type of perfect day as we define them. A perfect day or it's a holiday. There is no in between. If you so much as lick the cheese dust off a dirty Dorito, that's a holiday. You are allowed holidays. We covered that on Tuesday. You get up to 6 holidays a month and you can lose weight very fast if your other days are perfect. If they're so-so days, not happening. Doesn't matter what the scales say, you will not consistently lose body fat if you're having so-so days because you're bumping that insulin up. And as you're bumping it up, then you occasionally have a holiday and then you keep that growth hormone really high. We don't want to do that. We want to eat in the right food combinations, take one day at a time and enjoy it. Enjoy our food. Going over the Shibboleth Shield, we talked about how you wanted a good why. You wanted to drink your water. You wanted to eat in the right food combinations and journal it and the right portions. We do not eat more than 3 eating episodes a day. If you must have a 4th because you're having some moment of stress, anxiety, and you just need a coping mechanism, then there are approved things you can have, but we've got to stop the habit of grazing at some point. You just got to stop the grazing. You got to eat and stop and wait until it's time to eat again. That's really difficult in the beginning when we are addicted to using food, not for physical hunger, but as coping mechanism, whether it be boredom, stress, anxiety, worry, whatever. We're looking for an escape from those thought processes. And those thought processes are attached to nasty feelings, and we're trying to get out of that. Nothing makes us feel better in a moment than junk food or comfort food. But that quickly subsides. 5 minutes later, you regret. So you're just asking for more pain. We're a faith-based program, so we love to point out that food is not a solution for our problems. It's a solution for when it's time to actually really eat. Jesus is the solution. Then after the shield, we start categorizing foods. That's where we left off yesterday, and that's where we're going to start our discussion today. I'm going into the FastTrack dashboard. It's where everybody starts right here, FastTrack. And then I'm jumping over here in the food library. This is a limited food library. It's meant for beginners. It's meant for beginners. So we've got our food library here, and we go through and we heart the foods that we like. What are the foods we're going to focus on? Then we're going to learn to combine them. We have a combination chart that where we put these foods together the right way, we'll be able to have carbs. A lot of programs want you to exclude a nutrient, exclude fat, or exclude carbs. Some even protein. That's a dumb program. Protein's the building blocks of all life. But those programs that exclude nutrients, you might get instant results because you're limiting calories, but it's going to catch up to you. Not enough protein, you cannibalize your muscle. Not enough fat, you lose skin health, eye health. My gosh, you walk around in chronic inflammation. You're not satiated. Nothing good happens if you limit if you disregard fat. Carbohydrate, you limit carbohydrate, you're going to miss out on good immune health. So we need a well-balanced diet. We need to know how to eat whatever it is that we're craving and be able to put it together in a combination that helps control the fat bus. That's growth hormone. It accelerates your appetite. It stores fat. It stops the efficiency of your fat burning. You have your lean protein category. That's things like chicken breast, egg whites, fish, Greek plain yogurt, low-fat cottage cheese, egg whites, fibrous carb, broccoli, asparagus, cauliflower, all kind of good stuff there, cabbage, peppers, mushrooms, celery. Energy carbs, we're able to have taters. We're able to have corn. We're able to have peas and sweet potato. So we're going to learn to eat them the right way. If your goal is to lose weight, you can't eat them by themselves. You have to combine the right foods with them. So I'll be having chicken breast, green beans, and potato. I won't be having steak and potato unless I'm having a holiday. That mental process freaks people out. Like, well, a steak's not as good without a potato. You don't eat steak and potato every day. You're still going to be able to have it on your holidays. And when you get into maintenance, you can have it up to 12 times a month. This is as much a between the ear program as it is anything else. It's learning how to get our self-talk right, our thoughts right. If we don't do that and our self-talk's wrong, we're going to talk ourselves out of this at every eating episode. So you got to get the self-talk right, talk yourself into it, not out of it. Protein plus fats, you got bologna, light bologna, even processed ones we work in there so that you've got all the staples that you might be familiar with. Rotisserie chicken, steak, ribeye, chicken wings. Fruit, all fruit is allowed. You just have to know how to combine the right foods with them to control the blood sugar. I can have my hot dog and some watermelon. I just got to have the right bread and the right frank. Superfoods, you got superfoods, peanut butter, nuts, seeds, pintos, black beans, all shellfish, and then we learn about condiments. We learn where these foods go because they all break down differently inside of our body. They all require a different level of blood flow inside of our body. They all bump insulin up or down depending on what the food is. Understanding that categorically will give us an entirely new lifestyle that we can live with forever. You won't notice in the FastTrack library a lot of processed foods. There's not a lot, but we're allowed those too. Once you graduate FastTrack, it opens up a whole new world where you can eat all these, what I call lesser evils, without spiking your insulin. Weight loss is about the following. There is no way around this. Calorie deficit, you must operate in a calorie deficit daily, weekly, monthly in order to lose fat. If you want to speed that up and it be efficient and not as frustrating, you must control insulin. Have to. And then thirdly, you must preserve muscle with adequate protein. If you follow the shibboleth shield, you'll always be doing that. Everyone wants a personalized program. We do that. We can personalize it down to the gram for you. But just what we teach in FastTrack, it's going to be within 10% of what your personalized program is. So you before you even go there, make sure that you can live this lifestyle in the generalized basic way. This is sports nutrition 101 that leans into weight loss. That's how we get healthy. We eat for the type of person and body and energy that we want, not where we're at. You don't wait. You don't start at 300 pounds and then try to eat like a 280-pound man, and because you'll plateau at 280. If you're 300 pounds, you start trying to eat like the size that you want to be in advance. So once you learn where these foods go, and by the way, until you do, you can get a meal plan. And there's a generic meal plan that we give everybody with this FastTrack. You can get that from Geraldine today. Geraldine can send you the general FastTrack meal plan. It won't be based upon your likes, but if you want one that's personalized to your likes, we do that too. Geraldine can get you on the schedule. But that general meal plan, you should find enough on there that you like, and you can give this for a test drive. But what I would tell you is you will have the propensity, you will have the generally speaking, the mindset of a little of this or a little of that won't hurt me, but it does. So if you're following the program, you have to follow it with strict adherence. Strict adherence doesn't mean hard. This is an easy program. But a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. The little foxes spoil the vines. So let's say that you're for breakfast having an egg white omelet or a meal replacement like a Mighty Muffin. Good. Don't eat between then and lunch. Set your timer. So you're against the old diet devil. Hang in there. Just do it. For lunch, maybe you're at Wendy's and you get an approved Wendy's chili, or maybe you've got an approved sandwich at work with the right bread. You eat that, you don't get a couple of Hershey Kisses out of that desk drawer and eat those. You leave them alone because that's going to bump your insulin. Then you wait until evening, and then during dinner, you get your portion control plate out, you have your hamburger steak, green beans, and squash, and you're done for the day. Those are right habits. We stop, we get to do it again tomorrow, maybe with different foods, but the same type of combinations. No grazing. You can't graze. Again, the little foxes spoil the vines. You're earning the right to have your holidays where you can eat whatever you want. So as you're learning these food categories and how to combine them, use your meal plan that we send you, or get on the calendar and we'll meet and we'll personalize you a program. All right. So we're going to take a look now at our food combinations. We have a complete recipe library, food library, thousands of recipes, thousands of food items. There's just nothing on the program that you can't have. That's why once you learn it, it is so effective. So I'm going to our advanced combination chart in resources. So all we're saying here is that if you eat in these combinations on a portion plate, you are going to lose body fat. If you eat combinations from the red column, it's going to be like taking a blowtorch to butter. This one is exercise in a column. Example, lean protein, chicken breast. Category 2, fibrous carb, green beans, chicken and green beans. That is exercise on a plate. What about 7-2 in MCT? I've got some shrimp and scallops that I sauteed in MCT oil, and then I'm having a side salad with approved salad dressing. That's exercise on a plate. Yellow column, I'm craving some pinto beans. Category 6 is where my pintos are. I look over here, here's category 6s. So I can have chicken breast and pintos, shrimp and pintos, pintos by themselves, pintos and some turnip greens, 6 and 2. I'm craving a steak. I look down, okay, steak, protein plus fat. Where's my 4s? I can have it by itself, sure can. I can have it with a fibrous carb, sure can. I can have it with chicken and a fibrous carb, sure can. So red column's your fastest combinations. Yellow column still, it's almost as fast, and it includes -2, -3 meal replacements. And then you have blue column. Blue column, to me, is the life-saving column. You do not lose body fat as fast, but it is what allowed me to have my fruit. It's what allowed me to have my corn. If I do those things by themselves, Travis ain't losing body fat. But if I do them in the right combination, for example, a 1, 2, 3. Here I've got, let's say that I have me a low country boil. I have some shrimp, some crab, some broccoli, dipped in ghee butter, and I have corn. That's a good combination. Let's say that I want some fruit. I've got a 97% lean Hebrew National Frank with a category 2 hot dog bun. I use the condiments of slaw, approved slaw or kraut, ketchup, mustard, a little bit of chili. Got me a chili dog at the cookout, and then I have my watermelon. So I do those together. That watermelon's not going to cause me a problem. I'll be back in EFB before the day is done. When you're in the red column, you never leave EFB. You never leave efficient fat burning mode. If you eat the right portion 3 times a day, you'll never leave efficient fat burning mode. If you go to the yellow column, you might leave efficient fat burning mode depending on what you chose for a couple of hours. The blue column, maybe 6 to 8 hours, and you're back in fat burning. As long as you're controlling insulin, you got it whipped. Then it's just a matter, can you control your portions? When you eat whole foods, it's much more easy to control your portions because you're on a cellular level, nutritionally, you are satisfied. So if you're properly hydrated, you just can't eat as much. When you eat junk and comfort foods and bad fats and processed starch, and you're shooting your blood sugar up, your pancreas is releasing a load of the fat bus, and it's saving your life for sure. But now it's going to pick up and store fat that you eat in that meal and subsequent meals for up to 2 days, and it stops the efficiency of your fat burning. You might lose water, you might gain water, but with insulin, you cannot efficiently burn fat. And that's our program in a nutshell. Tomorrow, we'll do meal ideas. We'll go through a few meal ideas for 10 minutes, and then we'll take the test. Those of you already earned the FastTrack badge, you get to earn it again. Those of you that haven't earned it, you'll earn it for the first time. And then you can decide whether you've got what you need to lose the weight you want to lose and keep it off, or if you want to keep going with us in the wellness journey, the faith-based wellness journey. Any questions for me? We will transition at 10:30 and go talk to our members only group. We'll take up where we've left off. We're on about the 9th episode of the Shibboleth journey today. What's up, Lade? We have another man folk in here. Any questions or comments, anyone? There's no dumb question. Mrs. Dodd used to say there's no dumb question except for the one that doesn't get asked. Hey, Penny. When you're registering for the class, make sure you get your attendance badge. That's going to become really important for our Faithfully Fit members. Just make sure, check with the girls, make sure you're registering. If you're not registering for the class, there's no way for us to award you your attendance badge. Class attendance. Everybody good? Quiet group today. Don't forget, you can do this officially. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Officially, not officially, officially. You can do this officially here in the group challenge. Geraldine, we'll start another one for next week. Shibboleth FastTrack, we have 5 people go through officially this week. You can lose quite a bit of weight just focusing on FastTrack. So if you went through this week, but you didn't know what to eat, now you do. And you can do it again with us next week, but eat according to the whole food combinations that you're learning this week. So you'll have a brand new FastTrack right here for starting on Monday. And there's some new folks that can earn their badge together. This is in your challenge section if you're a member under group challenges. Do we know when the book ships? Soon. We actually got approved. Everything looks good and should be soon, really soon. Thanks for asking. Anybody else? Questions, comments?
Hey, it's Cindy.
Hey.
Hey. This has nothing to do, or say question-wise. It was just a comment that I found kind of comical. I was looking up Quest chips a minute ago because I'm craving taco salad. And so anyway, I was in the website there's a recipe in there for a potato chip sandwich. And
Yeah.
I thought, now let me tell you something, we cover it all.
Yes,
We
we do.
absolutely cover. We're so basic, we got it all the way down to a potato chip sandwich. We've covered it all. So
Yes.
there's nothing out there we can't have.
Great observation. Yes, I grew up with mom and dad would take us to Alatoona Lake, and I love potato chip sandwich. The problem with that is, looking back, it was white bread. The whiter the bread, the quicker you did. And Lay's potato chips are Ruffles, and we put a little piece of sliced cheese on it. Like one of the worst things we could eat. But I love them. I love potato chip sandwiches, and as you have pointed out, now I can have Quest chips with some Category 2 bread and a piece of fat-free cheese, and I have the same thing. And now I can even lose body fat eating a potato chip sandwich. Great observation. I forgot about that being in them. Potato chip sandwiches at Alatoona Lake camping out. Anybody else? We've even got a sugar biscuit recipe in there, don't we, Mama? Mama used to make sugar biscuits on Saturday morning. Amen. Penny says, grab a composition book or journal and write all the recipes and meal ideas you see in the group page while you're learning the program. Keep a 3-ring binder with all these meal plans. And it's just, you have a complete arsenal of defense against, there's no program as comprehensive, zero. The only thing we don't do for you is buy the groceries, deliver them, cook them, and clean it up for you. That's all the only thing we ain't figured out how to do. Joseph said, sugar biscuits with chocolate gravy. Yep, that was Dad's thing. Anybody else before we go to the members only group? The one thing that you might like if you're new here in understanding is this is a no-fail program if you have the humility to reach out for help. Our team and our members are the best in the industry. So doesn't matter what's lost in translation, there's somebody here that will help you. We're teaching them, this is a movement. We're teaching a lifestyle. It's not a diet. You'll be able to sit down with people in academia that you should not know more than, and you will know more than them. This is a $10,000 education, so you're getting it for nothing. Anybody got any questions or comments? Everybody satisfied? It's good to have you all. I'm going to go jump in the members only class on time today, and we'll start doing journey. Everybody's welcome. Your first class is always free. Program is very inexpensive to become a member. The only way we sustain ourselves is partnerships and our members supporting the Shibby Shop. That's the only way we can support the mission. Thank you, Olivia. All right, I'm going to close us out in prayer. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate having some guys here. We got some men coming. It's awesome. All right, I'm going to close us out. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Lord, our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Thank y'all. See y'all in the next meeting.